Hi, my name is Broc Ice, and I'm going to tell you my life story. I was born in Logan, Utah, January 1st, 1998. My parents are Bruce and Lorraine Helgeson, and my mom's parents live in Utah, so they were living near them, so that's why we were there. And then we moved to Roseau, Minnesota, which is where my dad's parents lived, and he worked for the church that is in Roseau, and we stayed there until I was in second grade. And also while I was there in 2001, my little sisters were born, twin sisters. And then when I was done with my second grade in Roseau, we moved to Chicago, Illinois, and I had already gotten started up in Roseau with hockey and soccer a little bit, and my dad had really pushed me for hockey, so I got a little bit of a scholarship for their hockey team in Chicago, the Evanston Wildcats, and I got in for free because my dad knew a couple people that would help us out because we weren't very rich at the time, and it would have costed a lot of money to play hockey for the team there. So most of the other kids had a lot more money than me and a lot more family support than I did. But I was pretty good at that age, and I decided to keep playing. And I also joined soccer when I was in Chicago because my dad wanted it for a secondary sport, but it actually turned into a primary sport when I was then moved to East Grand Forks, Minnesota, where I'm still living and have enjoyed living there for a long time. My hobbies are fishing, hunting, playing soccer, playing hockey, and I even joined lacrosse this year, which is a really fun sport and growing in the U.S. I just finished my high school, or I'm just finishing high school right now, and I'm not sure if I'm going to North Dakota yet, or maybe Itasca, which is a community college, and my major would be some kind of engineering. I'm not sure if I want to do mechanical engineering or civil engineering. Civil is more like working on roads and bridges, maybe, and then mechanical engineering can be a whole lot of different things that are more technology based, which seems a little bit more interesting to me because you can be creating a lot of very useful stuff for our generation, which is, I think there would be more jobs in because there's a lot of growth going on with technology. I mean, even in the last 10, 20 years, how much little things like computers or phones or the way we listen to music has changed. So that's very interesting to me, and that's why I want to do that. As far as other hobbies, I go hunting every fall in Roseau, Minnesota, where my grandparents live. We just drive a little bit south of Roseau to our hunting land. We have a little cabin that we just made there last year, and we just walk out every morning at like 5 every morning, and then we get to go out and see deer or sit in our stand, wait to see any bucks or deer. And the last few years we haven't been able to shoot deer or doe because the population just won't allow for us to. We need to let it grow a little bit more before we can shoot any doe, so we have to wait and see if there's any bucks. And this last year I went every day for the last 2 weeks, and everything I saw was doe until the very last day. I was sitting in my grandpa's stand, and there's a clearing to the right, which is usually where I thought the deer would be. So I had my gun positioned right there, ready to shoot anything there. But then I looked behind me just once, and there's a pond over here with a lot of just like cattails poking up. And here comes a nice looking buck. So I position up over here, and boom, I got myself a 8-pointer. So that was a very fun time, and I enjoy hunting and fishing very much, so I really recommend that if any of you don't do that. So, and that's pretty much my life story up to now. So